Welcome everybody, this is Mad Pup with part 7 of my Supremacy playthrough and strategy. It's been roughly a week since my part 6 video. Since then I've dropped another map. It was my Northern Canadian map. Reasoning was, it kind of went against my advice earlier about not taking Newfoundland early, but I did anyway, instead of focusing my troops directly on southern Canada. Because of that, I didn't get the early jump I needed to outrace the southern United States. And if I would have kept playing the game, I wouldn't have been able to hold the strategic locations necessary to build fortresses in order to have us, at the very least, have an even amount of territories. He would have had a larger amount of territories than me. I wouldn't have been able to really move in and attack him any. I probably would have been able to stalemate him, but that's just the way it would have went. And I highly doubt we would have had a cooperating relationship because you very rarely have Northern Canada and Southern United States cooperating together in the game. So I just decided to say, screw it, and I sent the game to Archive. Now this is my Ottoman Empire map on the 30-player map, and this is the first one I showed you guys, the main one I've been showing you guys. Since the last time I recorded, we had Egypt over here and still a few Arabian nations to the right. Since then, I took over Arabia. Egypt tried to create an alliance with me, but instead of sending a message and asking, which even if they'd done that, there was probably only a 5% chance that I would have accepted it. Probably wouldn't have. But what they did was they gave me a right of way without even trading it to me. They just gave me right of way for whatever reason. So I basically just went in and attacked them, and it kind of worked out really well because as soon as I attacked them, they tried attacking uh, eastern Libya. So it really diminished their troops, and I was basically able to come in right away and um, you know take them out. So right now, most of their territories are empty, and it's just me coming across and taking what I need to take. So you can see right now I'm just kind of moving troops into attack. I'll keep a little bit there because I want Eastern Libya to be granted the region if it decides to revolt. So attack there. We'll do that. And that should work out well. And it's also kind of good that they attacked Eastern Libya because I read in the news in the Daily European down here that they really went 1-to-1 troop wise. So Eastern Libya is really depleted, and so I'm gonna basically move right in and take them out right afterwards. And that sets me up for the two region fortress that I like to build. And then I can start focusing my power on Romania and Greece. Romania was being very threatening this week. They moved some troops. They still have a two troop count here. I think what they were trying to do was they were trying to see how many troops I had in Constantinople because they had a 30 plus count in Varna, and then they had about 17 down here to spy me, but they couldn't see me because I had my fortress built all the way up. So I'm just going to keep moving artillery there, and they're really just kind of screwed because I don't think Greece is still active. I haven't checked. I know Romania is still active, and they apparently decided to go down and try to attack Greece, or Greece came up and tried to attack them. I can't remember. But they have open war. They're depleting each other. I'm easily just walking through countries to the south, so I'm not really losing troops. So I'm going to take about, see, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 more regions, and I'm really not going to lose anybody doing it. And I have a pretty steady stream of stuff building right now, war machine wise. So, I mean, I'm going to be able to go right in there and take them out pretty easy if it lets me open this up. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to keep building artillery right now. When I'll start one more level for these factories, and or these two factories to the south, not Constantinople's. Uh, but I'm really close with these two factories here to being able to build battleships, which is really going to help with the region I'm in, 'cause there's a lot of water-based regions. So actually, I could have started building them there. I wasn't paying attention, but actually, I don't know why it wasn't letting me build. I don't know. I might not have had enough resources. I wasn't really paying attention. But after I get done with those artillery pieces, I'll probably start building battleships there. And once I get battleships built, Greece is screwed. I'll be able to get a good foothold in Romania. The Ukraine wants to mess with me. Ukraine's done. Uh, Italy is very weak against battleships because it's all coastline. But really, right now in this map, the only ones I think that are really active are France. France was the one that originally warned me about Romania possibly wanting to attack me, and then England might still be active, but they're not really doing anything. Northern Canada isn't active. Northern United States moved down a little bit, but they hadn't finished taking over the central United States. That kind of leads me to believe that they're not really active anymore. So let me check my mail real quick. Open mail. Yeah, that's just a crap offer from a nation that's not being ran by anybody. And then we're going to move over to my second map, which is the Ottoman Empire on the 10-person European map. Now, to remind you guys, I have an alliance with Russia. What basically happened this week was Russia, and I think he has an alliance with Sweden. They moved in and they wiped out Germany. I guess Austria-Hungary jumped in on the back end. I don't even know if they're active, but they might have given Russia a right away before going inactive. So they're able to move through Austria-Hungary. I still have a good buffer between me and Austria-Hungary with these three IA nations. So I'm really just able to pull all my troops out of here and send them where I want to go. And basically what I'm doing with my troops right now, and I mentioned this last time, was taking over Morocco. And I'm almost done with that, but I kind of messed up. I'll show you here in a bit once I get these guys sent. But I was doing a really good job of just wiping them out. I sent about 100 troops over there, and I had like 4 Portuguese AI nation or regions to take out, and then after that it was just all Moroccan. But my troops got down, their morale got pretty low, and I sent them in anyway when I should have kind of just parked them and waited for reinforcements to show up. And I didn't because I got kind of greedy. So basically all those 100 troops I originally sent are dead, but Morocco is pretty much finished. So in the next like 2 or 3 days, I should have all their oil regions. I should hold probably about 50% of the oil on the map. I also started taking these Italian regions because originally Germany had them, but then France came down. I guess, yep, Russia's going to start taking them anyway. I was going to kind of use this as a springboard into France, but, now whatever. But I also took one more oil region down here. I'm going to back him off. I don't want him attacking. 16 troop count. That region doesn't really matter anyway, so I won't worry about it. I'll send them down there, and I'll add an extra destination afterwards and have them come over to Morocco. Once I'm done wiping out Morocco, I'll probably move up north from this area, take out Palma, which is Spain's capital. They moved it out because France originally moved in and took Burgos and Saragossa, but then Spain eventually pushed them back out, and I think they moved their capital out to the island. This is a little bit safer, I guess, if you don't have your fortress regions up here built up, which at the point they were taken over, so he didn't. So the rest of this game is really going to come down to taking out France, who I can't even tell if they're active anymore. They might have just realized how much they screwed themselves and stopped. Which really leaves me, Russia, Sweden, maybe Austria-Hungary, but I really don't think Austria-Hungary is active anymore. They might be, they might not be. We'll have to see. But the swing country in this game is going to be Russia because they've allied with me. They've allied with Spain, or not Spain, Sweden. But me and Sweden haven't talked to each other. And if Austria-Hungary is also active, that means he also has an alliance with Austria-Hungary. So it's really going to come down to him, who's allied with a bunch of different nations, deciding who he wants to work with, who's the best to work with. Um, I might have the edge on that because I own so much oil. I could convince him, like, I have all this oil, Sweden and Austria-Hungary, and they're not going to be able to build up as much as I can. So we can pretty much roll tide and take him out. But it's really who he's been communicating more with, and we haven't really communicated that much. So basically, whoever he decides to work with within the next week is going to be get first or second in the game. But let's just kind of wait and see. So that's basically it for this week. I might pop back in a few days if something important happens. If not, I'll post again next week, within a week sometime, at least once, and give you guys an update. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.